Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Another Saturday morning Cap Nation Live. We're here, we're live, we're ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you guys all have your thinking caps on and you guys are ready to have a good time as well. I know I am. Ready to make some more money. Jerry, good morning. First of all, huge congrats to everybody on our Major League Baseball Game of the Year from the company. Hats off to you guys. What a game of the year. We do it again. We provide that good old entertainment factor. The good old entertainment factor. You guys want entertainment? We have been providing it with our games of the year as well as paying those mortgages. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I see we got a nice rowdy bunch this morning. Mr. O'Neill dropping in saying good morning, my man. No Oscar or Pat H allowed today. That is a fact. You want to hate, go somewhere else. You want to talk shit, don't expect me to lift a flippin' finger for you. That is for sure. That is for sure. Tim, good morning. Pat, good morning. Jeff, good morning. Thank you for that. Congratulations. Nathan, good morning, and thank you as well. William tuning in via text message. Thank you as well. Anthony, Kyle B says, we need a free play winner today. I gave you a couple of them yesterday. Not all of them won, but I did give you a couple yesterday. William, good morning. Brad, good morning. I know you liked that game of the year as well. Mr. Brackens says, almost made me check myself into the hospital last night. No joke. Last night was a heart attack giver times at least 3 occurrences last night. At least 3 occurrences. Anthony, good morning. It was more than Malibu and pineapple juice. I hear you there. I hear you there. And we could talk about how he almost threw the game away right into the dugout. Oh, my Lord. RX Sunny, good morning. Haven't seen you tuning in a while. Glad to have you here as well. Andre, good morning. Witty B says, ghosts that actually bet. Wonder what that could mean. Nick Rez, Jerry, Joshua, Greg, what's going on? Tony Hill, Mr. Bayer, good morning. Everybody, good morning. Got another cup of coffee. Of course, when I go to make coffee, I got us this nice latte machine here, the same one that I have at the house. And of course, nobody ever refills it. Nobody ever restocks it with coffee beans. Nobody ever makes sure that it's topped off with water except for me. And it always seems to be empty every time I go for a refill. So, took me a little extra while. I had to go get the coffee beans, had to put them in, yada, 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 fill it up with water. But nonetheless, we're here. We're ready to rock and roll. RX Sunny football is back. That it is. SEC is back today. SEC is back today as well. You know, it's going to be a fantastic day. First, let's address a couple things. And I'm sure I'll have to address it a couple times because we only have 39 or 40 or so people here. Johnny K, what's going on? You know, and I'm sure when there's more people here, I'll have to address it again. But let's address the elephant in the room first. And then we'll talk about the highs and lows. And then the highs and then the lows. And then the highs and then the lows. And then the highs of the game of the year. So our premium plays. They've sucked the last handful of days. I admit it. It happens. We did our donation day, which, by the way, we raised with me doubling it. We raised $1,610 for an amazing charity. So if you were part of the donation day, hats off to you, and you guys did a good thing. Now, in return, we give you guys our premium plays on Thursday. We have a rough day. 1 win, 2 losses, and a push for, negative 1.42 units. That sucks. No big deal, though, because we take care of all of our clients. We don't leave anyone hanging. Even though you didn't pay us for our premium plays, you made a donation, which we donated, and then I personally doubled. Which still sucks, but we still take care of all of our customers. We will make sure that you're not negative when the package is done. So we go into Friday. With high expectations. I mean, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. Friday rolls around. UTSA. Let's be honest here. We're human. We bet on collegiate athletes last night and some professional athletes. If UTSA gets outscored 12-3 while covering pretty much the entire game, and they get outscored 12-3 late in the game, I'm sorry, but that's not my fault. Does it suck? Yeah. Did it not win? Yeah. Was I out on the field? No. All right? That one sucked. All right? What else did we have? The Astros. All right? They were playing from behind from the get-go. They were lucky to take the lead. I think it was in the 10th inning. And then they ended up getting walked off themselves. So I wrote that one off. We were on the wrong side of that one. That was our fuck up. All right? That was our mistake. The Heat plus 3.5. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I don't need to ask this question, but apparently for some, I do, based on the nasty text messages that I get, or the nasty emails that I get, or the nasty comments on social media. Let me take a stab at this one. The Heat getting outscored by 16 in the third quarter. Was I on the fucking court? No, not a chance. Was it really my fault that they got outshot by 16, leading the entire first half of the game as a 3.5-point dog? No, it's not. It's the NBA. Shit happens. Does it suck? Yeah. Did I bet the game? I did. And I probably bet it for more than most people actually make in a month. The next one. The next one wasn't even in the 6th fucking inning. And if me cursing offends you, I do apologize. I'm a sailor. But the Oakland A's game wasn't even in the 6th inning yet. And I'm getting nasty emails and nasty text messages. 0-4, 0-4, you fucking suck. You this, you that. How could you charge people for this? Well, first of all, dipshit, we didn't charge you. You made a donation to charity, and we're human. But anyways, the Oakland A's end up winning by 2. They cover the spread, the run line, and we end up going 1-3. Not 0-4 to the douchebags that emailed me or texted me. And if you want to text me at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, telling me I dropped my game of the year, remember, I'm sleeping at 3 a.m. Generally midnight as well, too. So if you're expecting me to work miracles and do it for free, you're in the wrong flipping place. Now, if you're expecting me to work miracles because you're dead broke and you shouldn't be gambling in the first place, sorry. This is not the California lottery. This is not Powerball. This is a long-term process. Long-term driven results. To the people that said, oh, how can you lose 2 days in a row when people are paying you? Let's see here. Shit happens. So you're telling me nobody's ever lost 2 days in a row? Nobody's ever lost 2 days in a row. Nobody's ever got swept. Shit, I know I have. I must be the only gambler in the world, at least according to my emails and text messages and social media and our YouTube page at times, that has ever lost 3 plays in a row. I mean, come on. I mean, am I the only one? No. Let's be honest here. And I got news for some of the people out there. If you want to send me a nasty text message, my promise to you guys of making it right and taking care of you, you can kiss that one fucking goodbye. You want to send nasty text messages and say nasty shit about me or my family, and you think that I'm going to reactivate your premium play account? I will let them fire me. I will let them fire me before I give you another day. To the few people that were borderline, and I know you're watching, that's your warning. And that's your Saturday morning rant. So yeah, elephant in the room, we had a couple bad days. It's okay. And the fact is, I'm betting too, so I feel your guys' pain. Not only do I feel it from you guys, but I feel it from my pocketbook too. So, while we might have had a bad week of premium plays, and especially a bad couple days, it's okay. We'll bounce back strong. We always do, because here's another little fact for you. And here's a fact. You're right, Sly. You're right. You're 100% right. I'm betting every game, and I show tickets on a daily basis. Chances are I'm betting more than most. Now, am I betting more than everybody in our live chat or every one of my customers? No. I got news. I got a couple customers who make me look small. But I can promise you on any given day, I probably have more in action than most people make in a 3 or 4 month time span. Jeff, I do like your text message. Thank you, Jeff. So, I am betting. And when we lose, it does suck. But I can promise you one thing, that's a fact. If we were as bad as some people say, or some people think, I would have been broke a long flipping time ago. But yet, here I am, still laying some big money. Every single day. Now, did I have a losing day yesterday? I did not. Premium plays sucked. My personal plays sucked. Thank you, Dodgers, for covering the run line for us. The A's, we got a little bit back. But that good old game of the year. I had a very nice near five-figure bet on it. Ah, thank you, Lord. Thank you, that one came through. I got one book coming to drop off some cash later today because I absolutely crushed the poor guy. And it's funny, I bet about 5 times a year through this guy, and every time I've absolutely crushed him. Joseph Browning says, thank you for the pick yesterday. Cashed $100 on the over of the Middle Tennessee State and UTSA game. You're very welcome, Joseph. I'm glad you cashed big on it. Matt Bailey, sometimes I wonder myself. Greg, glad to have you back on my personal plays. I haven't sent them out yet. My personal plays, as soon as we're done with the live show, I will definitely be sending them out to everybody, you included, my friend. Bo King says Atlanta, absolutely right back at you to the Braves. Right back at you to the Braves. So, game of the year, now that we addressed that one elephant, back to game of the year. Oh my dear Lord, Atlanta Braves, game of the year. We gave it out when I think it was $1.45. When I first bet it, I had one ticket in at $1.47. The next, soon as the masses of you guys got a hold of it, you guys pushed the line, all the way up to like 160. I hammered it 2 more times. I called up a local book, and I absolutely murdered the snot out of them. Snot out of them. And let me tell you, there were some highs, and then there was some lows. Very first at bat, Acuna Jr., I went to go bet it again. I was actually, I got my hair nice and sliced and diced yesterday, and, got trimmed up because I knew we were going to have a big winning day, and I wanted to show up looking all clean and crisp and looking good for you guys this morning. And I'm sitting in the drive-thru of Starbucks trying to surprise my wife, bringing her home a coffee. And I'm trying to live bet it. I got Infamous Winder texting me, and I'm texting him back finally, and I'm trying to live bet it. I'm trying to get it in there. It's like minus 170. And then as I hit submit for a $3,000 live wager, it freezes me out. Son of a gun. It was actually the bottom of the first, and Acuna Jr. was up. I hit the refresh button, and it's 1-0, and now they're laying 340 on the money line live. No, I'm going to pass. I'm not that big of a degenerate to lay the 340. So anyways, we got the lead. Later on, it's tied 1-1. Next thing you know, we're losing. It's 2-1. It's not looking good. But whenever you bet the Braves, Jeff, it was only 4 o'clock my time. It was only 4 o'clock my time. So the game's getting late. It's not looking good now. Braves give up the run in, what was it, the 7th inning. Bottom of the 8th. Oh, my Lord, bottom of the 8th. We put up 3. We've got a 2-run lead going into the top of the 9th. We just got 3 more outs to go. Alex posts on Twitter, 3 more outs, please. Absolutely. Oh, my Lord. What in the world was going on in the top of the 9th? What was that throw? What was that throw to first base? How often do you see a shortstop literally fall on his ass and then throw the ball into the dugout? Oh my Lord, I about flipped out. I could have done a Stu Finer rant right there. But no, we kept our composure. Went into extra innings, the 10th inning. They score 2. Are you serious? Are you serious? Luckily, in the bottom of the 10th, Albies single to the left. Acuna Jr. scored right away, first at bat. Swanson doubled. Albies scored later on with a clutch 2-out double. Then in the 11th, Verdugo hits a sac fly of all things. After a bunt, a sacrifice bunt moved the runner over to third. Here we are. Oh my Lord. Are you serious? We finally get him out. Bottom of the 11th. Thank you, dear Lord. Freddie Freeman, my hero, your hero, all of our heroes. Inciarte scores. Freeman scores with the walk-off. Oh yeah, that was a hell of a 10th inning, let me tell you, with 2 outs. So we end up winning 8-7. All is great, but I got to tell you guys, if you buy our games of the year, not only are you buying winners, but you're buying entertainment factor. If you guys did not get your blood pumping, your heart racing, feel like you were at the best Disneyland ride or Magic Mountain or Carnival ride, where you felt you're getting ready to get thrown off because it was just really rickety. Well, the entertainment factor for the last 2 games of the year have been absolutely on point, delivering. We've been delivering that entertainment factor. Game of the year after game out of the year. So we'll definitely take it. and we'll celebrate. And if you guys didn't see the little congratulations video that I posted on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. All right, so Bo King, Saturday guaranteed Saturday play is already up. College football, you have until 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 Pacific to get on board. That is already online. That was posted yesterday, and it's actually on sale. Bo King, it's $50. $50 with the guarantee to winner. You'll get the next one free. Jeff says, not to be a Richard, but the Cubs would have been an easier on my heart. You know, it's not all about the easy. It's not about all the easy, Jeff. You got to remember, when you go to the casino is providing entertainment. Even though chances of you losing at the blackjack table or the craps table or, you know, the penny slots, you know the chances of you losing are extremely high. But they're providing entertainment for you. Well, I try to provide a reverse thing than the casinos, but with the entertainment factor. Not only are we going to win, but I also provide that best in-game entertainment than you could ever imagine. Slice has started a new line of plays called Your Heart Attack Plays. I don't know if anybody would want to buy those. I don't. Because I can tell you, we got to get some good easy winners today. Because this old ticker here definitely lost a couple years off its life last night. I know the balding spot back there and the receding hairline up here, that definitely took a few hairlines off from yesterday. So what do we have today? Johnny K says, Toronto over Orioles was easy yesterday. That was definitely an easy one yesterday. That it was. But as far as easy today, we definitely need to get some. We do have a slight problem. Free plays have been sucking, although we did win a couple of them yesterday. We didn't go 0-for on the free plays yesterday. We did not go 0-for on the free plays yesterday. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So we are going to make it a good day today. And one way or another, we're going to have some fun today. We're definitely going to have some fun today. All right? So, what do we need to do today? First of all, we need to win. All right? Second of all, we need to make sure that free play board right there, the one that's empty, has something on it. In order to get the free play board started, we're going to put some winners up there, okay? So, we're going to start it just like this. We're going to change the color of the ink to dark blue today. Winners. We're already ahead of where we were yesterday. We've got winners on the board. All right? We've got winners on the board. Now, let's dig deep and let's find some. All right? We got a lot of college football today. We even have an NBA game between the Nuggets and the Lakers. Not that anybody will probably actually be watching it, but we do have one. All right? We do have one. We've got soccer this morning. Oh, wait, if you watched our promo that we put out on Twitter, we do have a soccer play this morning. PS4 Guru, so the free plays are just dart throws? If I actually have to answer that, you should probably hit the unsubscribe button, the thumbs down button, and go somewhere else. Because last time I checked, UTSA, that was a premium play. All right? I gave you guys a premium play yesterday. It fucking lost. Deal with it. All right? Are they dart throws? No, they're not. We don't just throw darts at the fucking board here. All right? We actually bet everything that we give out, even our free plays. That's the difference between us and the other jackasses and clowns and losers that you actually follow. All right? We actually bet on a daily basis. That's the difference here. And if you don't like my rants, well, too bad. Too bad. But again, I'm going to flash the free play board because there's winners on it to start the day. And who knows, maybe we'll lose every free play again today like we did the other day. But at least we started with winners on the board. All right. So, I do need to get my lucky coin out. I don't have a coin. So, they stole all my little footballs off my desk. Well, I guess we're going to have to pick some real winners today because I can't flip a coin or throw darts at the board. But I am going to take some shit, I'm going to throw it on the wall, and I'm going to hope it sticks today. All right? Hopefully, PS4 Guru is happy. Now, just taking a gander at some soccer because I do want to get you guys and gals on some soccer. And I got to tell you, we have a very diverse group of clients, let me tell you. I don't know if it's the ladies just signing up for their husbands or their boyfriends, but there's been a bit of influx this football season to start. So, just taking a gander, we got some Premier League games. You got Crystal Palace and Everton playing. West Bromwich Albion against Chelsea at 9:30 Pacific time. We got Burnley against Southampton facing off against each other. We got the England, Championship League games. You know, we've got a lot of action. But just bouncing around. All right, just bouncing around. Got to take a look. All right, you can't overlook stuff. We got Belarus soccer already going on. Belarus soccer is already going on. Mexican soccer later on today. Let me pop up that good stuff. All right, let's pop up that good stuff. In an hour and 5 minutes, Torpedo Bell AZ. Ooh. Against Neiman. 10 a.m. Bate Borisov and Dynamo Brest facing off against each other. Reg Chambo, good morning. Brad, I hope that game turns around for you. Tim says, Kyle, have a sip of coffee. I'm just having fun this morning. LT, good morning. Here's the thing. If you can't, find the shining light out of a shitty day, then you shouldn't be doing this. We will find the shining light every single time. You know what it is? We won the game of the year last night in Major League Baseball. And we ended the night with two nice big winners. Braves covering the run line. Or not Braves. The Dodgers covering the run line, and then the A's. So, it is what it is, and find the shining light, and we're going to run with it. We're going to run with our good little late mojo into today, and to be honest, the 4 premium plays that were posted for today, I really like. I actually really like them. I think they're going to be great. And they're going to go off fantastic in our favor. People come here for all different reasons. Some people come here just to shoot the shit. I know a lot of you guys aren't even betting, or you guys just come here for the fun, and by all means, I love it. Some people come here just for the free plays. I love it. Some people come here for the analysis or the lean or just to see what we're doing. Some people come here just to hate. I love it all. Each and every single one of you, I'm actually very thankful for. Each and every single one of you, I'm very thankful for. For whatever the reason that you are here, it doesn't matter. I'm glad to have, the 70 people that are here right now. I'm glad to have each and every single one of you. All right, I think last Saturday we hit like 206 or 216. It was actually a good live show towards the end. Free plays sucked last Saturday. I mean, I'll give that. Free plays have been sucking, but let's be honest. Why have free plays have been sucking? because premium plays have been sucking. That happens. You guys got to remember, I'm actually giving you guys premium plays. So if we lose premium plays, but wouldn't you expect the free plays to be losing too? Chances are that they're going to. Chances are that they're going to. Why? Because we actually give you, plays right out of our package. Right out of our package. That's what we do. Nick Rez says you shouldn't be here if you hate. That's like saying that, people will actually follow, their mama's advice. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Chances are, the people that are hating, they didn't take their mommy's advice. All right? They're probably still living in mommy's basement, too. So they should go upstairs and have a heart-to-heart with her. Chris says that the analysis is off the charts. I love the interaction. Thanks. It's my pleasure. And, that's the one thing where I always want to be different. I don't care how big or bad we make this thing, okay? I don't care where we take this. There's actually been talks. Danny Daniels in the house, my brother. I don't care how big we take this. I don't care the next level that we go to. And there's been preliminary talks with some big things in the works in the future. So you never know where we might end up. But it doesn't matter. One thing that will always remain is I want to be able to interact with each and every single one of you. That's the fun part to me. The fun part to me is being able to interact with you guys. Because I got news for you. If I had to just sit here and rant to myself, it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun. It definitely wouldn't be fun. There'd be no value in it. But to be able to interact with you guys, and to be able to say when LT says big bounce back today, and I get to say, damn right, absolutely. Or when Andre says embrace the haters, gotta love it, I say absolutely I do. I'd love to give him a nice big warm hug. Danny Daniels, I will. Hold on one second. You guys hold on one second. Another nasty email. And I'm pretty sure this guy is mistaken again. And I might just call somebody out. And I might just call some... I'm going to. Hold on. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. So, for everybody that doesn't know, if you were on the donation day, Danny, I see your email. Oh, I love it, brother. I love it. Looking good with that hat and the coffee mug. Cheers to you. Cheers to you this morning, Danny. Right back at you with the Cappers Nation coffee mug and the hat. Love it. See, those things actually make me smile. That actually made my morning. So if you're on the donation day, everybody, including the people that talk shit, got a free pass. All right? You guys all, premium plays, at 6 a.m. our time, were reactivated. We didn't post our plays until 5:55 in the morning our time. 5 minutes later, everybody was reactivated. All 50 of you, one by one. To the guy who sends me a message, can't believe you didn't give me the premium picks to show face after you took me on a losing ride. After this guy blew me up last night, all you had to do, dipshit, was log into your account after we sent you an email letting you know your account was reactivated. Instead, you wanted to reply with trash. Last warning. Tim says you tell it like it is, you were a blast, and that's why we tune in. I always will. I always will. Anyways, I just replied to this guy, and it is what it is. Some people. You know what it is? And to be honest, I think I need to tone it down a little bit. I think people are just so used to dealing with scumbags and the bozos of the industry where they get shafted and they lose, that they're not used to getting taken care of in the long run. I think that's what they're probably used to. And they're used to being able to get away with telling somebody the nastiness. Well, that don't fly here because I say it right back. When I probably shouldn't, but anyways. Enough of that nonsense. We got some money to make. And again, we're already ahead of the game because we got winners on the board already. All right? You can't lose no money with that board. All right? You can't lose no money with that free play board now, can you? Talk shit about that one, haters. Tim, I don't sugarcoat nothing. The only thing that I sugarcoat is my daughter and her love for frosting. I just sugarcoat that spoon, we add some sprinkles to it, and we set it out, and we just let her go to town. Sly says, Jeremy, that's facts plus tax. Says that in person these goons wouldn't say a thing. Probably not. Probably not. And William says they lump everybody together. Texted me that. They do. They do. I think people are so used to getting scammed and treated like complete dog shit that they actually forget that we actually bet here. So, but anyways, free play board is empty with the exception of the word winners. Lamont, what's going on? So it's time to, do some damage. But I can tell you this much. There's not going to be much damage for us today in Major League Baseball. Staying off of a lot of Major League Baseball today, with the exception of a few specific games. Sly, absolutely. As far as Major League Baseball goes, there's a lot of games that I'm staying away from, more than I would actually even consider or looking at. But I think we've got enough value in some great college football games that we are absolutely going to pound the snot out of today. But first, I did promise everybody a nice soccer play. Pat, up to 3 douches with the thumbs down. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's okay. It's okay. So in 52 minutes, back to Belarus soccer. Back to Belarus soccer. And we're going back to our old ways. All right, folks? We're going back to our old ways. Something that I love. Belarus soccer. So coming your way very shortly. And I will have this one ready for you guys. And I'm just confirming something, all right? Just confirming something. So I need about 10 minutes or less, and then we're going to be hammering a Belarus soccer game. So if you want a Belarus soccer game, don't go anywhere. And it's not Chelsea. It's not Chelsea. But I do like them today. I do like them later today. That I do. That I do. All right, so while we're confirming that, let's take a look at what we have. First of all, I got to get everything popped up. We've had a great little rant session this morning. I'm absolutely fired up and I'm ready for today. And if you guys aren't, oh well, we're going to make you ready for today. All right, we gave out a free play on the Kentucky-Auburn game. I've seen some people going on the opposite of that one. You know, one thing that always interests me or makes me wonder is when you see people that are pushing the new Barstool Sportsbook in Pennsylvania. They run the company whose name's on it, and all of a sudden they let them bet like $30,000 on props, but they don't ever show real tickets, and even if they did, we'd never know if they were real or not. But last time I checked in Vegas, that was weird. They don't allow casino executives or anybody in the company to be betting, let alone giving out free plays while they work for the sports book that has their name on it. So be very careful and very leery when you see that shit going on. That'd be like the sportsbook director for MGM getting on their MGM Twitter account and giving out a free play. Kind of weird. But anyways, Johnny Case's golf picks for everybody. Stenson over Lashley, 3-teamer. Stenson, Hughes, and Zhang. What's the play on that game, Kyle? On which game? I haven't given out any plays yet. Joseph, if you want the play on the Kentucky-Auburn game, go watch the daily free play video. It's up there. That's the reason why we make it. I'm not going to go over which play we gave out in the video because there'd be no purpose in me filming the video then, which had my ass back in the office late last night. But we are going to go over a bunch of games that we're going to go over. And we're going to try some avenues and angles and to put some money in everybody's pocket. All right. So while I'm waiting to confirm my Belarus soccer play for everybody, and the only reason why I confirm stuff is I need to make sure certain players are playing. And yeah, it's Belarus soccer, so we all know anything can happen there. Anything can happen there, so we'll have a nice winter. Belarus soccer was our bread and butter all COVID long, and I'm actually glad to see it back again, and we will continue to keep pounding it when the opportunity arises. Jasmine Waters, a Dave from Barstool said, go big on Kentucky, LOL. Exactly. Exactly. You have to ask yourself, well, isn't his company that he runs the name of, have the name on the sports book that he's promoting? It does. It sure makes you question if you were to lose. But anyways, no comment. Stevie Steve says, any thought on the FIU +8 today? We'll try and take a look at that one. Excuse me. We're gonna try and bounce around and hit a bunch of them over the course of the next. How long have we been live? We've been live for an hour, a little bit less than that. So we'll try and hit as many as we can over the course of the next hour. All right, so Bo King, thanks for jumping on board. Guaranteed Saturday. Be a nice winner for everybody there. And if you're not on Guaranteed Saturday, you have plenty of time. You got until 10 a.m. on the West Coast, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. It is on sale for $50. Just like my personal plays or premium plays, buy 3 days, get 3 days free. And without further ado, first game. Tim, we're frozen? All right, I'll get that fixed right now. Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. A lot of times I'm not looking at that screen, although it is kind of a flattering screen, frozen picture of me, so I can't really complain there. Let's see here. Bring that camera back up. And we should be good to go right there. All right, so while we're going to reach out and touch some games today, first one that we're going to do is Army and Cincinnati. And I am good to go on Belarus soccer. I just got the email that I needed confirming a player will be on the field today for us. So, for everybody out there watching us, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, Facebook, if you're wondering what it is, first of all, Belarus Soccer, Premier League, Torpedo Belazy, and Neiman, over 2.5. Now, that's the full game. Over 2.5 is -109. Matt Zola, am I going to discuss the Army and Cincinnati game? Coming right up. So Torpedo Belazy and Neiman over 2.5. Thank me later, as William says. And I'm also betting the first half over, which is over 1. All right, I'm betting the first half over, which is over 1. Just like we did on a Belarus soccer game. So there's actually not one, but 2 free plays for you. And we're going to put them on the winner's board. All right? Whoa, crashing into things. I guess it would help if I can spell this morning. So we're going to skip the Belazy part. We're just going to put Torpedo and Neiman, all right? For everybody that doesn't know. First half over 1 was -105. Move that up to there, this to right there, this to right there. Thank me later. Thank me later, as William said. All right. Lamont, how do I spell that? Torpedbl. B-E-L-A-Z, and then Nieman, N-E-M-A-N. Belarus, B-E-L-A-R-U-S. If you're looking for Belarus soccer. You guys know me, I love Belarus soccer. Love it. Love it, love it. Absolutely love it. Now, there's a lot of other games out there. And remember, I might have another soccer play for you guys. College football day, or college football day, and we're giving out soccer, the other football. We love it. We love it. I was looking for something to post, but I can't find it for some reason. All right, so now we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch complete gears. So everybody go bet that. I should be able to hit the refresh button and see that the first half is off the board like it was last time as we put too much money on it. First half is off the board at Bet Online. See, guys, we actually change things and we move the lines. If people want to say we actually don't bet or we don't move the lines, Christopher Bayer says you must have just bet it. I bet it not once but twice the first half. And I see that I went back to go bet it a third time and it's already off the board. It should come back on, but you got to be quick. And let me tell you, Bet Online, I like them. I like their platform. I mean, their live betting, their actual website is pretty slick. But man, they don't like us hammering Belarus soccer. Now, they got us on that full game last time, but we got them on the first half. That was easy money. We're going to get them this time, but I'm sure that'll pop back up. Full game is 2.5. First half is now locked, but it should open up. 4 Rainways would Bet Online pay somebody $100K from winnings. I don't see why they wouldn't. I received $50K from 5 dimes at one time. Short Shot Timmy says, yeah, bud, you move the board with your $25 bets. Oh, my $25 bets. Yeah. You must be mistaken. My $25 bets. Uh-huh. Is that what you think that I bet on the Belarus soccer game? Is $25? Is that what you really think? What is this that's on the board? Hold on, let's see. What is this one? Oh, that was that $1,000 4-teamer that I made and cashed on last Saturday. Oh yeah, here's my teaser that I lost. For everybody that doesn't know, let's show this one. This was last Sunday's loser. All right, this was a teaser that I made from Bet Online. So my $25 bets, yep. This was my $6,500 teaser. Now the bottom one ended up pushing, but push on a 3 is a loser there. So, yeah. $25. But again, guess we did move the line because they locked it out. And I promise you, there's nobody else out there betting Belarus soccer right now other than us. 4 Reigns, does my bank question me? No. It doesn't. Wells Fargo doesn't care. But anyways, that was a $6,500 loser. All right? You show me another service that will actually bet the games, let alone show a loser. I mean, we all know Vegas Dave don't show losers. We all know nobody really bets their games. And if they do, they might show 1 ticket in a year that they actually bet the games. Not many will actually bet them. let alone show a loser. I actually enjoy showing a loser more than I do a winner, because anybody can show a winner. Anybody can be a dick and blur out their bet amount. Anybody can be a dick and show off a winner. Would I say that I bet more than $5 million of wagers in a year? I don't know. I've never added up the daily total. Never added up the daily total. But it wouldn't be that hard. What is that? 5 million a year? Was that like 14 grand a day? 15 grand a day? Yeah, we're living in our parents' basements. Yes. Yes. Anyways. Everybody say goodbye to Short Shot Timmy, a.k.a. Jimmy. Have a great day, buddy. Oh, I put him in timeout. That was the wrong one. There we go. All right. Bye, Short Shot. Bye, Short Shot. It was nice seeing you. Have a great day. Don't let the door hit you. Make sure you hit the thumbs down on your way out the door. Joseph. Joe Dirt, my brother. Thank you for jumping on board the premium plays today. Glad to have you back on board. All right, so now that we got Belarus soccer out of the way, Andre, we got lots of positivity. You know why? Do you know why we got lots of positivity, Andre? We won our game of the year yesterday. We might not have had a good beginning of the day, but the day finished good. All right? We're riding positive momentum on the Dodgers and the A's, both winning late. So it's going to be a good day today. We're going to start off the day with gremlins on the TV board behind me, apparently. But we're going to start off the day 2-0 and Belarus flipping soccer before we ever get to college ball. Weird. But anyways, let's take a look. All right, I've got the live odds pulling up. And remember, Anthony, that is 100% fact. That is 100% fact. I showed a $100,000 loser. A $100,000 ticket that I lost on the Yankees a couple years ago. And then we won it all back the very next day at plus 105 in the postseason. That is 100% fact. I'm glad some people do remember that. Some people will say it's fake, but a lot of you guys actually remember it that have been following for years. So to say that we don't bet, yeah. All right, Timmy, whatever your name is, Robert, Bozo. All right, so pulling up some college ball. And remember, guys, if you want access to 100% real-time odds, it pays to shop around. Somebody, well, almost learned that in the live chat yesterday, but unfortunately the game didn't win. If you want access to 100% live odds, just head to our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the odds tab. Those are not scrapped XML feeds. Those are not delayed. They are 15-second delayed, not minutes. Nick Rez, Houston cheat you out of 100K. They absolutely flipping right did. And do you know who did it? Altuve with that walk-off 2-run home run, if you remember. Altuve with that walk-off home run. Oh, yeah, you can go back to that one. You can hear the trash band banging right before he hits that walk-off. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Matt, we've had some barbershop talk. We were ranting and raving earlier this morning. Brad, I love it. Oh yeah, Nick, that one got me. I got it back the next day. The Yankees were plus 105, and I went and I plucked down another 100K wager on it. We won, and I showed my tickets. Showed my tickets live on. That was when we first started going live. All right, so first college game that we're going to break down. Wow, we've been live for a long time. We're just now getting to the breakdowns. But we've got some winners on the board. Army, Cincinnati. Cincinnati coming in laying 13, but you can get it at 12.5 minus 115. You can get the you can take Army at plus 13 minus $1.15. They're plus 400 on the money line. Total over and under 44.5. First half has the total over and under 23.5, believe it or not. With Army's team total points being just over a touchdown at 15.5 points. Cincinnati coming in with the 29 points for the touchdown. Crazy prop. Any team to score 40 plus points is plus 438. Plus 438 for any team to score 40 plus points. Cincinnati coming off their 55-20 victory over Austin P. Brad, if they abuse you for your picks, can't you cancel the package? I absolutely can. Absolutely can. Just like the ones that, we actually caught somebody trying to resell our plays on Instagram last week. Somebody with a 1-year package trying to resell our plays on Instagram. If you don't think we'll catch you, man, we've got some great viewers and clients. And let me just put it this way. Not even a customer let us know about it. It wasn't even a customer. Somebody that, just a viewer, let me know about it. And once we do it, their membership gets canceled. Their fees that they paid get voided. It's in the terms and conditions that everybody agrees to. That was the funny thing. No, Matt, that Yankees $100,000 ticket, actually 2 of them, was no joke, 100%. 100%. Brad, how do we catch them? Very good detective work. And I got to tell you, the people that do it are not that smart. We had somebody posting our guaranteed plays on a Discord for other people to see. We busted him too. But anyways, Army, Cincinnati, guys. Cincinnati coming in 1-0 on the year. 1-0 on the year. They did play Austin P last. They were laying 39.5. They won by 35. All right, they won 55-20. They let Austin P put up 20 points on them. They won. They did not cover the spread, but they pushed the total over. Total in that one was 53.5. They did it all themselves. All right, Army on the other hand. You guys got to bear with me just a second. My computer just wigged out. Alex, good morning. Good morning. Waking up money bags. Army, on the other hand, starting out the year 2-0. 2-0 against the spread. 2-0 on the under. 0-2 to the over. All right, guys. Army's first 2 games of the year, Middle Tennessee State, who they smashed 42-0. And that game went under. Thank you, LT. I appreciate that. I appreciate your text and the referrals. I'm glad everybody at the bookie loved your t-shirt and hat. Makes me proud seeing you guys wear it. You, Danny Daniels, sending me a text this morning. Army's second game against Louisiana Monroe. They got the job done. They covered the 24 they were laying. They won 37-7. They've given up 7 points to opposing offenses through 2 games against Middle Tennessee State and UL Monroe. That's it. 7 points. What can we expect out of these two people or these two teams today? Now, they have played, but it's been a long time since they played. 16 years, if I'm not mistaken. My notes are correct. It's been 16 years since these two teams have faced off. Now, this is a later game. It's a 3:30 Eastern time game, and we're just going to bounce around. All right, we're just going to bounce around from game to game today to see what we can do on our breakdowns. So any head-to-head stats that you find, throw them right out the window. All right, pay no attention to what these two teams did with each other against each other against each other back in 2004, because none of that shit has any bearing on today. Juan, good morning. Army 12-3 against the spread their last 15 games against a good team with an 80% or better winning percentage. Cincinnati just 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games at home when facing an AP top 25 team. All right? Now, yes, Army is ranked. They won't be ranked for much longer. All right, well, maybe a couple more weeks once the Pac-12 and the Mountain West come back and the MAC. But Army is not a top 25 team. Now, they're 2-0 on the year. And I might be playing, spreading a little hate because I am a former U.S. sailor. But let's be honest, they're not a top 25 team. They beat Louisiana Monroe and Middle Tennessee State. That's it. However, here we are. They've had 2 easy wins. Their offense, let's go over what their offense has done. They're averaging 388 yards on the ground. That's because they very seldom pass the ball. They average 4 completions. Or excuse me, not 4, but they average 20. I'm dyslexic. 28 passing yards a game. They're going to pass the ball 1 to 4 times, or make their completions 1 to 4 times, and that's about it. Now we have seen Navy pick it up at times, but for the most part, triple threat. They're just going to run the ball, and run the ball, and run the ball, and run the ball, and run the ball. And that's about it. They're averaging 10.5 yards per point. Take a look at Cincinnati on offense, the 14th ranked team in the country. Now, they'll probably be, once the Pac-12, the Mountain West, and all the Power Fives are playing, they'll probably be in the top 25, Cincinnati. Barely. Barely. They beat Austin Peay, and they're 22nd in the country, or 14th in the country. They'll probably be the bottom of the half. I don't know what's going on with that. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. That's better. That's better. So, as far as this one goes, taking a look at their defense, all right, or Cincinnati's offense, they're averaging 276 yards on the ground a game rushing the ball, as well as 249 in the air. Now, the passing game, Army is actually, on defense, kept Louisiana Monroe and Middle Tennessee State in check on defense. They're averaging giving up 3.5 points per game, which was only 7 points in one game because they did have a shutout. They're giving up just 56 yards rushing the ball against the Army defense. Now, today they're going to be going up against a Cincinnati team that is going to be their biggest competition, 14th ranked team in the country. Cincinnati can run the ball. They average 276 yards on the ground. Army's not going to hold them to 56 yards running the ball in the game. And if they do, it's only because Cincinnati decided to exploit that Army secondary. Now, Army's only given up 136 yards a game in the air. And they're +5 on turnovers. But remember, they don't throw interceptions because they don't throw the ball. They've played Louisiana Monroe, and Middle Tennessee State. So don't use that as an indication that their defense, which only is holding teams to 136 passing yards a game, is going to be able to hold down Cincinnati in their high-powered offense. Not happening, in my opinion. Not happening, in my opinion. As far as Cincinnati, they're holding teams to 100, or they held Austin Peay to 140 yards rushing. What does that tell me? Navy's going to be able to run the ball against them. The problem is time of possession. Cincinnati's defense gave up 213 yards in the air in their 55-20 rout over Austin Peay. The fact that they actually gave up over 353 yards of total offense to Austin Peay is a whole different ballgame. The thing that Army does to beat teams down is time of possession. They don't have those big plays unless they rip off a 60-yard run. But they are going to beat you for 6 yards a rush and first down. Another first down, and another first down, and another first down. 15 plays later, they're in the end zone putting 6 points up on the board. When you do that through the first quarter, the second quarter, and then through the third quarter, that fourth quarter, you're wore down. They just beat teams down to the point where they can't keep up late in games. One thing that I like, the Cincinnati Bearcats are returning 9 starters on defense this year. All right? They're projected to have the best defense that Coach Fickle has ever had at Cincinnati. Nick, thank you. I appreciate that. Says, what's up, Kyle? Appreciate what you do, brother. It's always my pleasure. I love doing what I do. So even when I go on rants and tirades and we talk shit, I still enjoy doing what we do. I love what I do. I love being able to converse with you guys and have fun. Army 9-0 on the under their last 9 games on the road against big play passing teams averaging more than 8.3 yards per attempt. Alex, the UFC is not posted yet. So no account needs to be fixed, my brother. UFC will be posted at approximately, I was told, right around 12:30 Eastern time. Around 12:30 Eastern time, so less than 2 hours it should be posted. I was told that last night. But as far as this game goes, Cincinnati laying 13. I like Cincinnati's defense in this situation. Okay, returning 9 starters. But the fact is, they gave up a lot of yardage to Austin Peay. A lot. Now, we don't have to worry about Cincinnati intercepting the ball and creating a turnover in that way with their 9 returning starters on defense. Because Army's not going to pass the ball. As far as this one goes, the total at 45, I don't think is high at all. Actually, 44.5. I don't think is high at all. Especially considering the amount of yardage that Cincinnati gave up, not just on the ground, but in the air to Austin Peay. Now, they're not going to give up that yardage in the air to Army just because they don't pass the ball. And even if Cincinnati's able to actually get some stops on defense and force Army to punt, which generally doesn't happen very often, I still think that there's a high probability that it goes over 44.5. Now, as of right now, it's just a lean. We don't have an official play on it. It's not a premium play. I haven't released my personal plays yet. But as far as this one goes, I do lean towards the over 44.5. Now, Army's 2-0 on the under this year, but they haven't played anybody that has an offense that can keep up when they do have the ball. They've had Middle Tennessee State and Louisiana Monroe that account for 1 touchdown total over 8 quarters of play against the Army defense. Let's be honest, the Army defense is not that good. Not against a top 25 ranked team, let alone the 14th best team in the country. So I do lean towards the over 44.5. As far as the side goes, guys, I don't know if Cincinnati's defense is up to the task. Of being able to stop the Army run. So for that aspect, I'm not playing Cincinnati, although I do lean towards it. This guy, you have to log in to get the plays. Just like you did the last 2 days. And they are there. I can assure you that as I logged in as you just fine. ... All right. Anyways, so lean on this one, guys. Lean on this one. I do like the over 44.5. Minus, it's 111 actually, minus 111. But I do lean towards the over 44.5. Nick Crew, you said you teased the under. The under on what? The Army total? You have 52.5 for the Army total? You have 45. Well, we have 45 minus 101 or 44.5 minus 111. Cincinnati to score 35 for the game to go over. Show me where Cincinnati's defense is going to be able to stop Army's run. Cincinnati gave up 20 points and 353 yards to Austin Peay last week. You teased the under, then you teased it up. Reverse tease or teased it up because the total on this one's 44.5. The total is actually 44.5. Maybe you teased it 42.5, you mean? So there's that one. Cincinnati to score 35. No, Army's going to put up their 3 touchdowns. Army's going to kill time on the clock by running the ball. Now, if Cincinnati gets stops, then yeah, look for Cincinnati to be able to score. Cincinnati's going to put up points against the Army defense. That I'm fairly certain of. All right, so just bouncing around, taking a look at games. Because I want to get through a couple of these. Nick, you teased it up. I wish you luck. I hope you hit it big. I generally like to tease them down, not up. All right, for everybody that was not here earlier, free play board flashing it across the screen. Belarus soccer in 12 minutes and counting. Belarus soccer in 12 minutes and counting. Now, next game we're going to break down. While I let you guys all gander at that free play board for just a second. That's 2-0 on the board right there. You notice it says winners, right? That's 2-0, baby. It's 2-0. It doesn't get any better than that. Next game that we're going to do another... Actually, I want to do an early game. I want to break down an early game. So, let's gander around, all right? Here we go. Kansas State, Oklahoma. All right. Kansas State and Oklahoma. We'll touch this one first. And yes, Belarus soccer starts in 11 minutes and counting now. So you can either join me on the money train or you can sit on the sidelines. Uh-oh, coffee's getting low. Matt Zolo says, I like Army plus 14. I'm not opposed to that. The only thing that scares me is if for some reason Cincinnati's defense steps up, does what they're supposed to do, and forces stops. If they force stops, then I'm not a big fan of Army plus a 10.5. Or plus 14, excuse me, reading Pat's comment. As far as if Cincinnati's going to get stops on defense, I don't see anything pointing to where they can actually stop Army on offense. Nothing from their first game against Austin Peay shows me that they can. Now, maybe they'll surprise me today. The game stays under, and they blow them out 42-0. I doubt it. Pat, first quarter, 10.5 on the Army-Cincy game option or opinion. No opinion for the fact that Army's offense can bleed that entire first quarter on one drive. Andre, what about Army plus 21 on a teaser? Again, it goes back to that same theory we just talked about. If Cincinnati can force stops, Cincinnati blows them out. But if the Cincinnati defense can't force the stops on defense, which I don't know if they can, then the plus 21 would be fine. As far as Army goes, I think the safe bet is to either decide, take the total over and take the total under. Cincinnati's defense has one game under their belt, and as far as I'm concerned, they only gave up 20 points and 353 yards of offense. But I consider that getting torched based on who their quality of opponent was, Austin Peay. So Army should have a field day running the ball, but if for some reason Cincinnati steps up and forces stops and quick stops, they're going to be able to put up points on the board against Army. And then Army won't be able to keep up. That's if Cincinnati's defense shows up. And I don't think they will. To be honest, I don't think they will. All right, so Kansas State, Oklahoma State. All right, I've got this one popping up. It's game 423, 424. Mike Roth, good morning. Glad to have you. Kansas State catching 27.5. Oklahoma laying 27.5 with a total over and under 61 points. First of all, Kansas State put up some big numbers last year, if you guys remember. Kansas State put up some big numbers against Oklahoma last year. Not only did they put up 48 points last October 26th, 11 months ago, but they actually beat them by a touchdown. So not only did they put up 48 points, they beat them by a touchdown as well. Absolutely, Jeff. Beat them straight up. 89 points scored in that game. They were a 23.5-point underdog. 4 out of the last 5 meetings have all gone over the total. Now, they have not had a total over 61 points other than one time. Other than one time, they have not had a total over 61. Last year's total was set at 59. The year before that was 64.5. And it went over with a total of 65 points. Went over by a half a point. Thank you, Oklahoma, for pushing that one on, as they put up 51 of them. Before that was 55.5, 56.5, and 54. So the 55-56 mark is where the total on these games usually are. Here we are getting it at a high 61. Kansas State coming off a disaster of a start. As Kyle B just said, they lost to Arkansas State. Excuse me. 35-31. Did the total go over? Yes, sir and ma'am, it did. 56.5 was last week's total. 2 weeks ago total. And they got beat by 4. Oklahoma, on the other hand, starting out the year, fantastic fashion. Not only beat Missouri State, but again, it was Missouri State, but they beat them 48-0. The total was 72. It wasn't even close. 48-0 victory. They were laying 48.5 points, and they didn't even cover the spread. Today, on the other hand, they're laying 27.5 with a total of 61. Kansas State 26-11, 26-11-1. I don't want to short credit the push against the spread. Dating back 10 years after a game with a turnover margin of +2 or better. It's a historical stat for you. How important will it be for today? Not much. All right, but Oklahoma is just 2-8 against the spread under head coach Stoops in their last 10 games. Remember that one. Oklahoma 21-8 on the over at home against lesser passing defenses yielding more than 7.4 yards per attempt. Now, each team's got a one game under the belt, so taking a look at their numbers is going to be kind of misleading, so to say, until we actually get a couple games under our belt. We're going to have to go back and we're going to have to use a lot of stats from last year in order to handicap effectively this year, for the sole fact that we don't have a full slate schedule for each team. 10-game schedules. We normally need to see 3-4 games worth of stats before we dive into stuff and really get some accurate numbers. But take a look at Kansas State last week. They put up 91 yards rushing the ball, 283 on the in the air. They put up 31 points 2 weeks ago, but they ended up losing. As far as Oklahoma, they put up 48 in their victory over Missouri State. 124 yards on the ground, 484 in the air. They didn't have to do much because all they did was torch the Missouri State defense. Now, the Kansas State defense, I don't know if I have much hope for them. They gave up 330 yards in the air to Arkansas State. Arkansas State scorched them in the air. Hold on, guys. This might be kind of funny. Hold on. Hello. Yes. At what time? I can do that. That's fine. Yep. No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye. I saw it was a New York phone number. I was expecting it to be a sports service trying to sell us. And we were going to have some fun, but unfortunately it's not, but it's a good thing. I ordered up one of those Peloton bikes, you know, the cycle bikes. I bought one, but like 5 flipping weeks ago. They're finally delivering it to the house today, and the guy wants to know if we can do an early delivery. So 11 o'clock delivery, hallelujah. Finally, only took me 5.5 weeks to get. But anyways, Oklahoma should have no problem torching the Kansas State defense today, especially in the air. I mean, it was bad 2 weeks ago for Kansas State. Arkansas State putting up 330 in the air on them. They averaged 8.7 yards per passing attempt. Now, the Oklahoma defense, they held Missouri State in check. Missouri State put up 81 yards in the air on them. They put up 54 yards on the ground. Obviously, Kansas State should be a bigger competition, should be a bigger candidate to put up more yards, more points on the board than what Oklahoma was used to. Do I expect what we saw last year? No. Do I expect Kansas State to be a contender today? No. Do I expect them to put much up on the defense? No. Am I on Oklahoma? No. Do I like them? Yes. Am I going to be on them? Laying 27.5 points later on today? Maybe. I need to do a little more digging into something real quick to make sure a couple players will be playing today. I did hear a couple rumors. Now, are they for sure rumors? No, they're rumors. But I want to make sure certain players will be playing today and that they're actually 100% healthy. Okay? And before I give out a play on it or whatever the case may be, I need to be able to verify all of that, all right? Make sure Rattler's playing healthy. I heard there may be a little ankle tweak this week, but I want to make sure that that's just a rumor before I say, yeah, take Oklahoma and lay the 27.5. But I do lean towards Oklahoma laying the 27.5. That is just a lean, folks, all right? But I don't think Kansas State can keep up today. I really don't. I really don't. And while I like the over, I'm a little leery on Kansas State's ability to be able to score against a quality opponent. Now, they were able to last year. They were able to against Arkansas State, but let's be honest, Arkansas State is not Oklahoma. Hopefully, they've had 2 weeks to correct and put up some points on the board. So I do lean towards the over 61 as well. So I do lean towards the over 61 as well on this one. Now, the Florida and Ole Miss game. All right, we can make this one pretty quick and pretty short and pretty sweet because I don't think I really need to go into depth that hard into this one. Well, as far as Florida and Ole Miss, first of all, you guys know I'm a huge Lane Kiffin fan. Him being back in the SEC, I'm going to enjoy. Obviously, I wish he was back at USC personally, but I like this game. Florida being the 5th ranked team in the country. Florida, to me, looks like a very well-rounded and complete team. Now, being in the SEC and their schedule is not going to make it easy. There's no warm-up games. There's no tune-up games. There's none of that. There's no warm-ups. Underdogs, 5-0 against the spread. In the Florida and Ole Miss head-to-head series. Now, they haven't played in years. All right, they haven't played in 5 years. Florida, 10-3-1 in their last 14 games. Getting to play on Saturday, baby. Ole Miss, 1-6 against the spread at home as an underdog. They are a 14-point underdog today. Actually, a 14.5-point underdog at Bet Online. Total set over and under 59.5 points. Ole Miss 8-2 on the over when playing an AP top 5 team. Now, we get no data from a tune-up game. We get no out-of-conference games. We get to base it all off of what we saw last year and what to expect between this SEC matchup. As far as Florida, I think they improved with senior quarterback, what's his name? Kyle Trask. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Kyle, right? I think he's a good fit for what they've got there in Florida. But you got to remember the Lane train. He brings in, this guy is one of the more positive orientated coaches on pumping kids up to doing what they normally can't do and showing them that they can. I like Lane Kiffin in this spot. It is his Ole Miss debut. They are at home. Florida is on the road. I think Florida gets the win. But I'm taking Ole Miss game 1 of the season with no warm-up games, no tune-up games for either one. Lane's been putting in the work since he signed the deal and moved from FAU to Ole Miss. So while I'm just leaning on this one, I do lean towards Ole Miss plus the 14.5. And I do lean, and I hate to say it, because I like a lot of Florida under games. Which I really do. But Lane Kiffin was the mastermind behind so many offenses. USC's offense, winning national championships with Pete Carroll. At Alabama, under Nick Saban. What he did at FAU. Will Ole Miss's offense be potent? Give it time, I think it will. Give it time, and they're going to put up some big numbers. Give it time, and they're going to get some big college kids or high school kids, that want to play for Lane Kiffin, because Lane Kiffin sends quarterbacks to the NFL. Lane Kiffin develops quarterbacks and puts them into the NFL. That he does. So he's going to get some standouts over the years. And we may see one today. So I do lean towards Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss plus the 14.5. And as much as I'd like to take a Florida under, I got to stay away from the total on this one. If I did anything, I lean towards the over, 59.5. That's only because Ole Miss generally goes over when they play an AP top 5 team. The fact that they do get the Lane train coming in, bringing in that offensive-minded coach into the defensive-minded SEC. I think we're going to see a different SEC this year with some former Pac-12 coaches there. Mike Leach from Washington State. I think it's going to be great to watch the SEC this year. So there's my leans on that one. I'm going to try and make a couple of these short and sweet because I do want to get everybody on their way here shortly. I've been waiting for, some Belarus soccer updates from you guys telling me that there's a goal, but we haven't got one yet, but the game is just 7 minutes underway. Always good to get that first goal under our belt. Chris says, I do too. I think you should bet Baylor blind today. We're actually going to break down that game next. Sorry, Brad. Is that game over already? Alex says Tennessee is 5-1 against spread in their last 6 games, and South Carolina is 1-5 against spread in their last 6 games. So here's the thing. You guys have to remember, college kids transfer, college kids graduate, new kids come up, kids come in from high school. Some get redshirted, some play right away. So last year's against the spread numbers, I take with a very big grain of salt. I would not be basing my bet based on Tennessee, which turned it on late last year. Tennessee had a great end of the season, being 5-1 against spread in their last 6 games. Because if you remember what they did in the first part of the season, it was pretty bad. I actually had high hopes with Les Miles being able to turn around the Kansas program. But to be honest, I just think Les Miles is just past his prime when it comes to coaching college. And unfortunately, I think in another year, he'll probably go back to retirement. With his tail tucked between his legs on this one. And, you know, my cousin won a national championship, 2 SEC championships with LSU under Les Miles. And he speaks very highly of him as a coach. My personal opinion, I do believe he's past his prime. College is a lot different nowadays than it was before. All right, guys, Kansas, Baylor, coming up next. Kansas and Baylor coming up next. Game day breakdown. If you're looking for the game number on this one, it is... I'd like to say so many games on the board, but there's not that many. Game 407 and 408. Kyle B says, I'm a Jayhawks fan, so I was hoping so also. You know, I really did. I really had high praise for him and high hopes that he'd, you know, give him a couple years, he'd be able to turn the program around, but that's just not the case. All right? First of all, like everybody was saying in the chat, Kansas got torched by Coastal Carolina. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. 38-23. Did the total go over? Yes, it did. It was 55. They had 61 total points. Kansas was laying 4, and they got beat by 15. Baylor's first game of the season is today. Should there be rust? Probably. Will there be rust? Probably. Remember, guys, remember what we saw from last week and the week before. Remember this. When you're playing a team like Kansas, or like Baylor, or any of these SEC matchups today that are first up, you know, their first games of the season, we saw slow offenses for the first half of the game. A lot of those games did not hit their first quarter totals, did not hit their first half totals. They started picking up the pace in the second half, all right? They're knocking that game day rust off. They're finally hitting people with pads on today, all right? They're finally hitting people with pads on today. Line on this one has Baylor laying 17.5. Kansas is catching 17.5 with a total of 61.5. Now, they played each other last year with Baylor beating them 61-6, and they absolutely torched them. Now, what do I expect out of them today? First of all, Baylor 12-0 against the spread at home against a poor team with a 20% win percentage or less. Now, what do I expect out of Baylor today? Baylor's going to win. They're finally set to get their home opener today. Had a couple games canceled due to COVID, yada, 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 etc., etc., etc. As far as today goes, there's still a lot of unknowns with Baylor because they haven't played a game yet. However, I like Baylor. I would rather have them at 17 than 17.5. I do lean towards them. Okay, now they're laying 10 first half. Chances are they probably cover the first half. But I can't chance it. New head coach. Players haven't played yet. A lot of rust. So I may sit on the sidelines and just watch. But for all intents and purposes, Baylor should pound them today and get an easy win. But I think it comes late. So I do lean towards Baylor laying the 17.5 today. That one I do lean towards. Now, before we get off the live feed, we were supposed to have live wager today during the second quarter, but as you guys heard, my Peloton bike is getting delivered and I have to be there for the delivery. And they make you mask up and all that shitty bullshit. So we will do the live wager. I do apologize. I know a lot of you guys liked it. We did that all last week. We will do the live wager show, guaranteed tomorrow during Sunday's football. I will attempt to do it later today, but I can't promise. After the bike gets set up and delivered, I will try and make a return to the office. I have to come back to the office to be able to film tomorrow's video anyways. So if I get back, we will do a live wager show later on in the afternoon that's geared 100% towards live wagering. But no matter what, we'll do it tomorrow during the second quarter of the NFL games. Alex, you teased Baylor minus 11. Probably a good take right there. Probably a good take. So we're 14 minutes, 51 seconds into our free play. Would love to see Torpedo, Belazier, Neiman put one up on the board and at least have us pushing that first half total. Obviously, we got over 30 minutes to play in that soccer game. And hopefully, to be honest, I was expecting quite a few goals in this one to happen fairly early, meaning first half. So, would not be surprised to see that happen right here. Kyle B, always welcome, my brother. Always. All right, so we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We got no college football games up on the board. Now, if you want a free play for 9 a.m., there is a free play on our daily free play video, and we are going to get you more. Can I tell you where the money is on the FIU game? Yeah. Do you have a game number by chance? It's a little easier to search if you have a game number. If not, I'll still search for you. But I'm not getting off the live chat just yet. We still got stuff to talk about. We still got games to break down. But I do have to get all my clients on games. So we do have to get going here in just a minute. All right. Florida International against Liberty. 53% are on the under, 47% on the over, and 85% are on Liberty. Just 15% on Florida International. But those numbers will update in about 20 minutes, I would imagine. All right, so later on today, and I'm going to try and come back and break this one down for everybody. I'm going to try and come back and break this one down for everybody. Because I don't have time to do the breakdown right now. But a game that I'm really liking. Remember, the guaranteed Saturday play, you have until 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's not starting at 1 p.m. It's after that. But they're cutting signups off at 1 p.m. Eastern time. But one game that I am liking, later on this evening, NC State and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech laying 6.5. NC State catching 6.5. Total set over and under 57 points. Not only do I like this matchup, I like everything about it. And if I'm able to come back live, which I should be able to, and follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle, because I will post on Twitter if we're doing live wager again. If I'm able to make live wager later, I will definitely post on Twitter. All right, so sorry, I was taking care of something on Twitter. But I'm going to post a copy of my Twitter account for everybody. It is right here. There we go. It took me a second to get it, but it's right here. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I'll probably post some free plays on Twitter later today, and as well as post if we're doing live wager as well. All right, guys. So as far as this one goes, Virginia Tech all day long. Lay the 6.5. I'm going to try and come back live a little bit later today to break it down for you guys. I'm going to get it up on the free play board for you guys right now. There was just a chance in that Neiman game for a goal. And when we come back live, which I'm pretty sure I will, we will definitely break this one down for everybody. We will definitely break this one down for everybody. A lot of sloppiness in this Belarus soccer game. Get up off the grass. Your knee doesn't hurt, you sissy. That's what I like to say to the people that complain about the free plays losing. Dan! Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I saw your text messages, but we've been live, so I'll have to take a look into that once I get everybody on my plays and get everything situated. All right, guys, so there's that one. Alex says Bozo and his 6 circus friends are in here. More than likely. More than likely. No, that's actually a premium play. That is actually a premium play. All right, guys, so I'm going to get out of here. I got to get all my clients on my personal plays. And Alex, if you want to get on my personal plays, or anybody who wants to get on my personal plays, $99. It's buy 3 days, get 3 days for free. It's going to be a great time. Remember, guaranteed Saturday, you got to be signed up by 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And it is on sale. And remember, when you guys support it when it's on sale, it definitely helps them, or helps me with the cause of getting them to keep it on sale. All right, guys, so good luck to everybody today. If I don't get to see you guys again with Live Wager, good luck today. Let's all have a fantastic winning day. Congrats again to everybody that was on our Game of the Year. And let's have a good time. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. And we'll see everybody real soon. And remember, always bet within your means. Big winning day coming today, everybody. Enjoy those free plays. Torpedo Bell, AZ, Neiman, get us a nice early winner. And we'll be back live, hopefully, in a little bit. Nice save on that one. You guys can watch the Belarus soccer game on YouTube. They've actually improved their live stream since COVID started. Pretty damn good. Yes, Virginia Tech lay the 6.5. All right, guys, take it easy.